Kuri, the Kadamba, the student and came some could not hear that just Kuri, just to get just that, not all on the benefits of extensive benefits of the the mantra, the clouds of clouds of offering, the mantra of the clouds of offering the extensive benefits. So this is for Kanjur, from Buddha's teaching Kanjur, not just I just met her, no. I just slept and woke up then cylinder, not like that. You might think like that, no. This is from Buddha's teaching. Guru Shakyamuni, our conventional kind of Guru Shakyamuni teaching Kanjur. There's more than 100 volumes. And Kanjur, the commentaries, yogis and Pandit Indian holy jurisdiction, holy Pandit, great scholar, holy being there, the realized being, holy being, enlightened beings, yogis, their commentary more than 300 volumes. So this is Kanjur, Buddha's teaching. And so they get some idea. So there was such unbelievable extensive merits. And blessing, the offering with that mantra, understanding culture offering, and then was the truth. The mantra is not only for blessing, it also has the power to multiply the offerings. There are numberless offerings, and there are numberless Buddhas. There are numberless Buddhas. By reciting this mantra, each Buddha receives scans of offering. That's why it's called the mantra of a cloud offering. The mantra has two functions: blessing and increasing. There are 8 benefits of there. Actually, it's 10. There are 8 benefits of reciting this mantra explained in the Buddha's teaching, the Kanjur. First, the minute you remember this mantra, you gain the benefits of having made offerings to all the Buddhas abiding in the 10 directions, including. Just remember the mantra, you take that benefit. Equaling the number of the atoms. How many Buddhas? Equaling the number of the atoms of the 10 grains of the Pacific Ocean. Second, you get the benefits of having prostrate to their, not frustrated, having prostrated to the holy feet of all those Buddhas. Third, you receive the benefits of having made offerings of flowers, incense, garlands of flowers, and ornaments, Dharma robes, umbrellas, banners, flags, animals, sitting clothes, divine dress, food, various ornaments, and so forth to all the Buddhas abide in the 10 directions as above. Fourth, you are freed from all the negative karmas. So, if you don't free the next, all the problems, all the sufferings come from, from delusion and karma. It's action, the karma, karma Sanskrit, action, lay. Then, for negative karmas, all the sufferings. All the the other suffering, other suffering of pain. That come from the negative karma. So like that. So any problem, including depression. So many people have depression. What depression? Many depression. What this depression? That depression. They all come from the negative karma. So until you have no delusion, no karma, then you are free from depression forever. Then you are free from cancer forever. Then you are free from AIDS forever. Then you are free from then you are free forever. Not just temporarily, not just this life, forever. So if one's free from delusion and karma, then you are free forever from rebirth. You don't have to be reborn all the time, as it has happened from beginningless rebirth up to now. You don't have to do that. Reborn again without choice. Reborn, for example, this life, human being, next life, ants. You can imagine that. Muscular. Wow. Can you imagine that? The ants. Can you imagine that? Small, tiny flies. Some on the animal dung. Then so many thousands. Then you see, in Italy, I remember one time, I don't know where. I went there to from Lama Zopa, went to some place near. Then in the afternoon, sunbeams. There's no sunbeam. There's no sunbeam, or there's no sun. Full of tiny insects are flying. And then with the sunbeams, you don't see something you don't see. But when it's the sunbeam, so unbelievable. So this is the condition. But then so sunbeam, so tiny flies. And then there was this cow dung, some ground with this, some condition. Wow, thousands. I remember, so very sorry to tell this, my story, my disturbing story. When I was a small boy, my teacher went out. My uncle teacher went out, so I was alone. I don't know but I was outside. So they fly, so they fly in the summertime. So people flies. So I told it deep. Then here comes. That time my hand is. That time of course my hand is much smaller. So Trudy comes. Then I give the spider. In the tiny room at the outside, so the spiders, spider, or if there's a hole or no spiders, they put their website. They're very, very good website. I do this. And then they stream that good spider and watch. So they eat from the bottom. They leave the head. Sometimes they throw the head. I think that may be a big one. So those ones I can remember. Heavy negative karmas that I can remember. Done quite a number of times, I think. Then I watch. Sometimes I throw peppers, but the peppers I throw something rolled. They don't come. Anyway, so yes. So do like that few times. One time in Tibet, I think this from where I escaped through Bhutan to India. So one monastery between Pagri and Tomo. One was Pema Choling. It's very wonderful. It's very quiet, very wonderful monastery. Has a lot of nomads. The nomads so like this, and then water come, and green. Then here, main road going to India or going to Yatong Tomo, from car road, people ride horse. Then here, there's one, the guard protector Nagapantan. Name is Nagapantan. So there's big piles of rocks and the place. So the steward, they're supposed to steward there. So all the horses, all the people come by horses, amdos, especially amdos like then when they come down there, they come down. Otherwise, the horse get disturbed, and then person get fall down. That happened quite a few times in the past. Or die, or blood come out. So or disturbance happens. So many business people, when they want to come here, then they come down from a horse and walk, but then go on a horse. I think maybe Antaraja take a shooting, I think. I think one geshe, one Mongolian geshe or something, geshe. Somehow, when he died, something anger or something died with anger, or some anger or some heavy mind. So born as a Nagapanjan. So this is the main place where it's about. This is a monastery over there. So a lot of nomads backside the mountain. And backside the mountain, there's not a lot of nomads. So outside the kitchen, of the monastery. There's a table and there's many clay pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, all filled with the yogurt. Very thick yogurt, all filled with a lot of namas. It has, and so upstairs, Sesanglagang. So Gomba downstairs, and then upstairs the big shine room, and then different rooms, shine room. Raja Gomba, big shine room. So usually Sesanglagang, there used to be kind of 1,000 Lama Tsungaba or something like that. Normally, but this monastery doesn't have a statue. Upstairs, Sesanglagang, so all butter, round butter, all filled with butter. Round butter, like cheese, butter, complete with butter, instead of statue. So fill of statue is butter, completely full of butter, and then the baskets, in the back container baskets, and dry meat, and all things like that. No statue. So then, when we start to escape, the monastery has spies and road maker, full of kind of people. So 3 months came from Pakri, where I lived 3 years. And then they said that church comes day after tomorrow here. Now it's reached the church people come to Natala on the mountain, and then comes here day after tomorrow, something like that. People, so especially not the beggars, but the staffs of the monastery, any worthy people and the staffs, monks and like that, and they will vision, they will so in public, they will touch it. So that's coming 2 months from Geshe Monastery. So they told us that. Then I did my first retreat. It was Lama Zopa Rinpoche. I counted the number after this finish, but I didn't know how I counted, but I finished. I finished. My teacher, the manager, his name is Chanzo, but this is not my Chanzo, it's from Geshe Rinpoche Monastery Chanzo. So the manager gave me a text, short text, I think maybe Lama Zopa commentary, I'm not sure. He gave me to read. We did a talk that night. Talk was finished. So Butterland talks performed. That night we escaped. So those monks packed and dry meat from the wooden bamboo baskets and things like that. But they're thinking a few days go out, they come back, sort of like that. Pack up the short knives in case they're in the road, fighting. So my teacher did more observation in the front of the Nagapans and things said, you can escape, but some materials you might lose. That you might lose some materials in front of the statue. There was a statue in the Kombar, Nagapanja. So that. Anyway, so, but my mind was very happy that night. Some snow, creep, 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 creep. When you step over, you see, creep, creep. So my mind was very relaxed, very happy. But it's nighttime, so the nomads are in the road. The nomads quite far, dogs barking, but didn't bother. We didn't meet any people. Didn't meet any people stopping or buzzing. So then next early morning, we reached Bhutanese land, the border, and then tent nomads and Bhutanese nomads. So we had the milk or the tupa or rice, something like that in the tent. And then from there we walked to, I don't know, first place, Bhutan, the first village. I don't know. That's one family we know. They used to come sometimes to Pakri. So while 3 years. So we stayed there 1 week. Then came to Patu. Hot. And the buildings were hot. In Bhutan, hot at that time, and then maybe summertime. So you take a little bit rest on the ground, and then the leeches come. Leeches, to take your blood. So come. So I start to acting Lama or incarnate Lama, giving the blessing. I started from Bhutan, not before that. Bhutan, then make offerings, nuts and chilies and powdered rice and with the bamboo, Roma bamboo container. So there's one very oldest temple, very, very, very old temple, Kikirakan, Bhutan. So the Pema Sambhava stayed there in the past. Pema Sambhava, great England, great. So Kikirakan. So we stopped there. We stayed a few days, and then many Bhutans came to take blessing. Some but so monks from Geshe, they went to buy blessing the cloth from market. The Tibet they use for prayer flag, the cheaper. So we use the women to buy the match. Then I gave to people. It's the first time pretending Lama, acting Lama. So by acting started from Bhutan, the Kichulakan. Not before that. 7 days in the Bhutan, I think. Then we came. There were many people. We ride on horse, and many people ride. More people come escaping from Tibet. And so many people fall down. The road is very bad, muddy, very muddy. So many people. I don't remember falling down. So then came to Buxa. Sorry, that happened this time. So Sorry, the talk happened. My story. So arrived at Buxa, session came about the Mahatma Gandhi Janeiro were present during British time, where many people killed. Plus, so complete prison, barbed wires, truth stories, and outside and inside, and the monks was not prisoner, but they put there because I think they need isolated place, some ideas, but it's the monks now who is abbot now, who was abbot past years, and who is abbot now, for example, Sergio College, the abbot, my next to there's a bamboo, very long house, prison house. So in my room, there's bamboo and cut from bamboo crash and then put like these rooms, so my next one, the Geshe Galaxy teacher, they pressed the abbot of Sarache. From Buxa, he was lower class, and my class is lowest. Then there's another president in the class. Then new president, the older president in the class. So he's older president. So many places studied the Buxa, really unbelievable. They're the ones who really sacrifice life, really study Buddhist philosophy, practicing. So next, the bamboo crashed the wall. Then next, him the Geshe Galaxy teacher, so I can go tell his name is Madamika. So say good name, but supposed to name. So then it goes on like that. So for example, him. So in the easy, generally the program in the early morning, get up and memorize text and then go to teaching from your teacher. That time take teaching. Then go to Tibet in the courtyard and the outside debating classes, and then puja. For you specify success your Dharma practice, excellent partner for all the dead people, sick people. Then you debate one by one. Then finish. Then lunch, and then also taking teaching from teachers. Depend on the time of teacher. Then other studies, things were so unbelievable hot. So hot, and the hot is not good hot, bad hot. It's good and bad for health. It's so hot, so I have to go to wash. Minimum go and the bridge, and the bridge is where people, go out. So then. So many monks. So 1,500 monks in the monthly. So it was prison before, but now monastery nothing changed. Physically not changed, but monthly there. So therefore, monastery given the other, so monastery. become monastery. So the monks, when they go to they go outside bridge and the bridge to wash the river. So monks put the dress on the bush and the bush on the mountain on the hill. So when they come from the camp, to wash, then when you see the whole place looks like red flower, or looks like red flower bush all over, on the mountain. But they put a red cloth, so much like red flower bush, like that. So monks were washing the river. They also wash inside. There's I came into the studying the grammar, poetry, writing, Tibet. In Tibet, you are not allowed to write. Even Tibet, not in English. Even Tibetan is regarded to worldly matters. To write letters, then your interest, your not Dharma, or your worldly matters regarding Tibet. You can't plant flowers. You can't plant flowers in your room. It's got to worldly matters. Worldly matters. So not studying Dharma. So this section. So you come to that. So anyway, eat food, then go to Tibetan classes. I don't know how long, but then puja, prayers. Then again, one by one, debate on at nighttime 12 o'clock. Debate. So they basically teacher. They stay in shop 30, one o'clock like that, on the platform debating, and they come down, have a black tea, and then go out. The house is very long, so go out like that. Go out like that. And then right backside of his bed, his room, backside, he put dingwa. Then he recites Lama Zopa teaching explains the essence, good explanation, the interpreted different meaning. It's about emptiness. So different schools view and the different schools view and they explain. So the very extremely profound, most profound teaching of Lama Zopa. The number of pages depends how it's printed, so they memorize by heart. I think 4 or 5, this 100 pages, and they memorize by heart. So you have to recite. Then you come out and sit on the dingwa outside at night time. Then backside your wall, the house. So they have many bathrooms and many toilets. Then you recite several hours. You recite by heart. What you remember that's the several hours. Then come inside. Then maybe sleep 2 hours. Then get up again, start next day. So really, the monks there not only debate what they do in Tibet on the text, but they're writing the Tibetan grammar, poetry, writing. So everybody is busy, piece of wood to write the first handwriting. So busy, and then also language, English, Hindi. We don't have a good teacher. There's one Tibetan man who knew some English, then Hindi, some Ladakh monk or something, Indian. So, unbelievable. That's the day and night. So those are the monks who has been there in the South India, who has been abbot, taking care of the monastery, educating the monastery, great teachers, who have been educating the young monks in South India. So that now there's many geshes become South India become geshes, so they teachers from Buxa. Many of them, the main education was done Buxa. Then of course some old ones from Tibet, some very lineage ones, some very lineage ones from Tibet. So basically, it's a teacher was a mother Umuchu, so he's an abbot. So it's very lineage and tantra, very lineage. Recently, and so in the past years, all the issues, all those much of it from Buxa, who had done really dedicated, unbelievable, dedicated. So without Buxa, the monks, 1,500 monks, so many monks went to make road in India, or went to different places to make road to different states to study, but only 1,500 was allowed. So, if that didn't happen, then I think finish. Didn't happen, then I think the South India rebuilt the monastery again, educated so many hundreds, thousands, 7,000 monks would not happen. They developed the Dharma, the most extensive philosophy, like Pacific Ocean, so wide and so deep, like that. The British philosophy started deep and wide. This won't happen. That not educate, not so many monks can teach, can become teacher, can educate the young. This won't happen in South India. This wouldn't happen. So then, many geshes now in our center, now in the FPMT, many geshes are from South India, not from Pakistan, South India, studied well and studied very well. Then would come to teach to our center. So there still we have still some elder geshes from Pakistan, but many now South India. So get together and many what started like that. So without Buxa, then I think without Buxa, if it didn't happen, then I think as far as Gilgua can't. The South India, this incredible Sarakat and Demo, this so well developed able the education would not happen then I think such as FPMT we wouldn't have geshes. At the moment we have 44 how many geshes? 44 geshes around in the world centers. So that wouldn't happen. So the spreading of the Dharma in the world, teaching especially by teaching philosophy, not remembering by teaching philosophy, the background, wide and deep sense around the world, introducing Buddhism depth. I mean, profound. You can't teach a debate. You can't teach a debate at the centers. Maybe personality or some, but not at the centers not much. So just to explain. So this would not happen. So the Buddhism in the world, this would not happen. The Buddhism in the world, generally Buddhism in the world, then degenerate, then we become very, very poor, very, very poor, then degenerate, really poor. Then later, all those texts in the Ganju, Tenjus, and all the debating texts, so nobody understand. Nobody understand, only set up for offering. Nobody learn, nobody can teach. And only put up there to make offering. So sometimes they might danger. Oh, this we don't have this much change. So I heard of Muslim religion happen like that after many years. So some changes. So they didn't understand. They could not understand the change. So that's the danger to happen like that. Corrupt. Oh, they don't understand the deep teaching Buddha. They change, the misunderstanding, corrupting, all this, the danger in the future. So the fundamental teaching of Buddhism, Four Noble Truths, how to, what is it called? Suffering exists because cause of suffering exists. And that's then, that can be ceased. Cause of suffering, this can be ceased, is dependent on arising, it's not independent, it's not permanent, so it can be ceased. And because there's a true path that exists, you can actualize the true path, you can study the true path, you can actualize the true path. So, even teachings of the Hinayana, the basic teaching of Buddhism, Four Noble Truths, how to be free from oceans of samsara suffering, they become difficult. The knowledge of Four Noble Truths was difficult to understand, difficult to get that. So then become very difficult. If you don't know Four Noble Truths, if you don't know how to ask how to be free from samsara, the path you don't know, then cannot achieve the true cessation of suffering. And then it's really leave enlargement, path to enlargement, leave that, even that to achieve nirvana, free from samsara, but it's difficult to understand how to do that. So that really that's Buddhism. So so important that this monastery is to continue to develop. Then we can rest the world. Then we can have teachers, qualified teachers from there, and the rest of the world, and spread Dharma all the time. Spread Dharma all the time. Then sentient beings continuously get the opportunity to meet Buddha Dharma and to learn Buddha Dharma logically, and also opportunity to actualize the path and to achieve enlightenment. Besides free from samsara, so from oceans of suffering. So could finish one. So we've been offering food and sarache a long time. before we start 7 rupees just for lunch. Then afterwards we also offer lunch. Then dinner, then breakfast. So long ago doing that. So that made very easy. Before that, many monks came from Tibet and they could never get a full stomach food. But one teacher's food shared several monks. One teacher's food shared several monks, and they never get stomach full. So the many monks went, they left for Tibet. I heard, I was told. So after we offered food, then they didn't have to do that. So that helped to continue many monks to study to complete. So of course, if possible, should offer not only Sarah Che, but Sarah Me and Garden Dimor, or even can, but with so as much as we can, Sarah Che. So please rejoice. And if you rejoice, you collect unbelievable merit. If you rejoice. That, okay. Second, you get the benefits of having prostrated to the holy feet of all those Buddhas. Third, you receive the benefits of having made offerings of flowers, incense, garlands of flowers, ornament, ointment, Dharma robes, umbrellas, banners, flags, animals, divine dresses, food, wares, ornaments, and so forth. To all the Buddhas abide in the tender as above. Fourth, you are freed from all the negative karmas. Fifth, you gain all the merits. Sixth, you will see all the Buddhas and Buddhas. Seventh, you will give your breath. That means free from problems. And Buddha Sabbath about making offering to Buddha Sabbath, Buddha Sabbath. On that day, you see, practice, they help start this mantra to help to free from problems and the problems suffering. And you will be protected by Nagas and Devas, harm givers, smell eaters, Suras, Garudas, Mimji, Doja, Simbo, Bajapani, the owner of the secretary, and the fourth guardians. They will always follow you. You are perfectly protect you and guide you. If others try to inflict harm, they will hide you from that. Ninth, when you die, your consciousness will transfer from this world to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, the blissful realm. 10th, you receive all these qualities and benefits just by remembering the mantra once without any need to teach. So this mantra, the clouds of offering dawn. So here I want to say, please memorize. So if you really want to practice, if you really like these benefits, then if you like, then memorize. In the West, memorizing is regarded very bad, because society, look at things like torture, very bad. So then nobody does memorization, and so it's very bad. They don't always have the book, You always have the book with you. Without book, then you can't do research. It will become very difficult. So not only this, and there are things in daily practice, at least at least must memorize. That's this one, but there's other practice. So if you don't do that, what? Really so lazy. It's kind of very funny. For worldly activities, so much, but this Dharma. You can do that becomes the power of truth. When you start expressing the words of truth, then if you have a visualized numberless Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they actually receive a scarce offering. There's a slight difference. I think this seems not clear. So anyway, I don't know, this seems something not clear. So anyway, by reciting the mantra, I want to repeat again. By reciting the mantra, this cloud of offerings, if you offer one light, because numberless light offering to the Buddha Bodhisattva, Guru Buddha Bodhisattvas. Okay? One water ball, by reciting this mantra cloud over, it becomes numberless offerings. And then also, the flower in this one bar becomes, if you recite this mantra of offer, becomes numberless offerings. What is it? And then recite the words of truth. Then you visualize in the sky numberless offerings of drinking water, clean feed water, flowers, and the incense fill the whole sky. And then light offerings, then water, scented water offerings, then food offerings, then meat offerings, then mirror offerings, then the meat offerings, then scented water offering, the food offering, then cloth offerings, the exhibitions offerings, then numberless, then the royal, the seven royalty offerings, the eight substance offerings. So you visualize the whole sky filled, and then you, as you visualize, then you start Gonjo Sangha, Bhata Sangha, the words of truth, and then the numberless Buddha Bodhisattvas actually they receive Dharma joy. It appears for the Dharma offering fill the whole sky. So the mantra to one offering become numberless. The words of truth by reciting, you visualize the numberless offering, then there appears the Buddha Bodhisattvas Dharma joy. So when you recite these words of truth, when the Lama Zopa, then fill the whole sky. During the you can do the Lama Zopa also the all the offerings in the FPMT centers. All the offerings in the FPMT centers. Then those normally I mentioned that was the biggest number of offerings, and then all the rest of the of course you can blessing for that, but the words of the truth fill the whole sky, each with the when you recite the words, the another chilling also that's the whole sky filled with the first one, the Agam, second one, the bandit, the drinking water, clean filtered water, like the ancient time in India, the custom, so you have offering to Buddha. Then every offering is numberless that you can visualize the image from the yourself dated the image transformed there. Then when they finish it up the back to the heart, and that so that helps absorb back the heart, that helps to preparation to actualize light. And so then So during that prayer, so you can visualize so beginning the so anyway, visualize numberless, then after finish over, then after back. Okay, so like that. When you start prayer, then if you can, then all the FPMT center offerings offered. That's so I did dissect this issue. I'm talking about that story, but so the finish the food offering there. Then I do the what's left of what is talking there. So I think where it came in the section to my offering, no? Is it right? So already I went through the offerings, huh? Yes, so food offering. So as I explained the offerings. So consciously then that time, if you can do the fill or sky each offering, if you can think of that, blessing the offering mentally transformed offerings. Actually transformed offerings, which I explain, but now the mentally transformed offerings, what the fill the whole sky each offering. Oh, that. By saying the words of truth and so anyway, so now, so you can think all these offerings, all these offerings that's very important. That's a tantric practice. It is not a sutra. It's bliss. Been now, the essence of the offering. So all the offerings are there. Then you offer to your guru. In Lama Zopa, there's all the gurus there. But I do, because I have a guru's portrait, guru's pictures, they always carry guru's pictures. Guru's pictures. Uh, 25 gurus. Recently, quite a few Kandala's. Also, I took Kandala's guru. The Kandala's her own guru. I took Lung, Wasamalam, the Nimamalam. Was a very profound meaning. So very high Lama who has very high realization, very Lama gives you the room that has a great, it says benefits, to quickly achieve enlightenment or to achieve enlightenment this life or to quickly achieve enlightenment is the benefit. So, think maybe also come to that Kasha in India, Kuna Kasha, or the Genesis, usually Genesis transformed into marble stone, still there. Then there's a Mahakala next to the black. Then there's a great Tibetan Lama from Tibet, lived there 20 years, served as a shepherd, one family animal. So that Lama, after 20 years, observed to one rock. Then the very clear picture, like painted on the rock like that. So nice fingers and the dress was a shepherd, regard shepherd. So most people, many people are Hindu and most people don't know Dharma, so they know how to pray. Only they pray marriage, children, that's all finished. Marriage and children and maybe other jobs. Finished by that. So marriage and children, finished. So they don't pray beyond from this life. They don't pray. They don't know. So somebody identical child for 15 years waited with a child, then came to pray there to this rock where the Lama observes. Great holy ones. So then they went back, they got a child, even though they didn't get it for 15 years, but after praying there, went back to a child. So many people come there to pray. But I think it's the same, the Genesis to those. So anyway, it's amazing. So to come there to spend a few days to practice Gomba, so that's to practice, and it's a great place, holy place. So anyway, without too much, then Capture Tree Rinpoche, I received to the room, several rooms, and Rinpoche's nephew, Tidru Rinpoche, his only Lama took initiation from him, some important initiation. So I choose, hoping to in the future to take initiation, but I choose some room. He didn't have time to give military story and Genesis. Manikam Genesis story, the benefits of Manipur on the Church of Sons and Gambo, Genesis, the King of Tibet, Sons and Gambo, Genesis, he wrote. So I didn't have time, so to something. So anyway, 25 good that I say. That myself decided that the Guru then received Dharma connection. So make sure that that. So who helped me to become monk from a Geshe monks in Tibet, brought me through Bhutan to India. And I learned 200 prayers per mouth. And so then Jabji gets a message after God as teacher. So then, so that's anyway. So then, forgot. Oh yes, the picture. So then I use the picture to make the food offering. Not just food, all the offerings that I went through the FPMT, not just food. Food become nectar. It's oceans of nectar, numberless. Oceans, the nectar is one, numberless. All that thing like that. Not all the time, but that's the idea. So all the offerings, FPMT, so that's much more. Then the infinite one, the non-dual empty. So, then on the offering the Guru Sadhan, the Lama Zopa may refilled, that's all the Gurus there. Lama Zopa may refilled, then Buddha Sabasiddhikapa. Buddha Sabasiddhikapa is there, but I think Buddha Sabasiddhikapa separately also. So Buddha Sabasiddhikapa, if you after your matter offering, if you pray, then they're very successful. 100 million times much more powerful was success. Then praying at the Bodhisattvas. Oh, it has that importance. So I visualized Bodhisattva Siddhikapa. I was carry pictures. For this is first. But all these are root guru. All these are root guru. He's on Dharma. All these on Shanbhaja. Also he's on Dharma. Also the one. All there's one. So they are make offering to them. Make offering to them and generate infinite. Non-dual emptiness. Many times, not just one. No, 1, 2, 3. Do like this, then you count like that. You do like this, prostrate at the same time. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So you can offer 30 times. So as many as you can, generate emptiness within them. Scarce. So this is so not just one time, many times you can. Then after that you offer to the Pema Sambhava Medicine Buddha, very, very powerful. Karma, very powerful. They have offering medicine Buddha. Then you collect the medicine, have you made offering to all the Buddhas if you offer to medicine Buddha. 10,000 gems also. Then you made offering to all the Buddhas, to some billion, zillion, trillion Buddhas, you get all married. So you are generous. The Buddha, the Buddha guys, that picture there. So that's a second. You offer, Guru his own. So they offer, it's kind of like this, and you prostrate, then you count like that, as a means one. After that, the generation, the same thing, infinite, all that. Then after that, what you do is then numberless, 10 direction, the numberless Buddha Dharma Sangha, numberless statues, rivers, scriptures, and in the 10 directions. The numberless universe. Not you don't think only this world. Numberless universe. So the 10 directions, the Buddha Dharma Sangha, 10 directions, statues, rivers, scriptures, travels. So the travel, I don't think. I do think travel before, but sometimes nothing. So anyway, then all these are guru, all these are one, all these are one. That is guru. Manifestation of guru. All this, then you offer as many as you want. 10 times over, 20 times over, 30 times over, the generous, infinite blood, and so that all the things like that. Each time like that. So then Okay, that finish. So that's often part finish. So now next one, on charity. Charity is the food, the visualize the oceans of nectar. Oh, that one, now you might already offer now the charity to numberless helpers, numberless hunger, numberless animals, numberless human, numberless surabha, numberless asura, numberless intimacy. So you may charity to everyone experience. They think it's the same thing. Not really emptiness. So great joy. So they are. Everyone experience has the freedom from, but that then freedom from suffering become enlightened. So they go to so to think that become enlightened from that. So then now dedicated. Oh, that's the finishing. Due to all the past, present, future merits created by me, future merits created by numberless Buddhas, future merits created numberless sentence, numberless Buddhas. Okay, so put all together. So then you see. Sole object of refuge, originator of us, 6 centimeters, us, happiness, and the supreme guide liberating us from oceans of samsara sufferings and bring us to the happiest happiness, full enlightenment, Dharma state of omniscience. Oh, His Holiness Dharma have stabilized into our samsara ends, and may all his holy wishes be succeed immediately. May all his holy wishes succeed. That's the most important thing. The most important thing. Most important thing than most important thing in the world. His holy wishes succeed. That includes your own success. So. Then second, essence of Buddha Dharma, essence of, you see it about 1,000 teachings, Buddha, the Hinana, Paramidana, Minor Sudra, Minor Tantra, the embodied Lamrim, into Lamrim, all the essence of Buddha Dharma, the Lamrim, realization be generated in the heart of the on the heart of all the students, and in the heart of all the center benefactors, in the heart of all the volunteers working center, in the heart of all the people who relying upon me, whom I promised to pray for, whose name is given to me to pray, whose name is given to me to pray for, and all that heart. Then ask, then Ujiba Center. So I'm here now, so in the heart of everyone on our us here, came here for the course, and also every single student in the heart of every single student in the Katamba Center, and who came past, who come now, who will come in the future, and all the staffs, and so that all of us who were there. Or including family members. But so when you pray, you should pray not only you but your own families. Don't forget your own families to pray for. So not pray, being under the control of karma and delusion. So from beginningless rebirth, suffering, and samsara, 6 realms, unbelievable, most unbelievable. So still endlessly, if Dharma practice is not done, exercise path not done, endlessly suffer, endless samsara. So need prayer. So you also respond to prayer. You respond to prayer to help them to really pray from samsara. So So, so anyway, but this, just relating myself, but then, you see, yeah. So you can pray like that, and then however the last one is yourself and your family members. So that then second, then next, textual realization. That's then the next. And before my prayers longer. Before, some years before, my prayers longer to the different projects and sanghas, different projects, all like that. But now the prayer becomes shorter. So I think maybe I become more lazy. So the next prayer is very important. There are numberless sentient beings died in the evolution of this food for thousands of years. Numberless sentient beings died for this food, evolution of this food for thousands of years. Suffered and bear the hardships, creating negative karma for the evolution of this food. So for thousands of years. So pray for them. So the generative realization. So the Lord realm immediately liberated and to puppet him about the people. Then generative realization. Then they made the issue of enlightenment as quick as possible on prayer. This is very important to pray. This evolution, this food, this couple of this plate of rice and this vegetable. Then the evolution. The numberless beings suffered, died for this. So you must pray. Who eat? You are eating. Who eats this and you are eating. So the numberless beings died, suffered, for this food. That the vegetable, the rice, or the whatever you eat, or flour. Okay, so like that. So. You pray. That's very, very important. Then after that, charity done. Now next one doesn't finish. Next one, then words are reminding the practice of the tantra yoga, tantric yoga of eating. Tantric yoga of eating to remind you. So as I explained at the beginning, so eating the food just to practice Dharma to sustain life, unstand by 3% mind, that is the Hinayana way eating yoga. Bodhisattvas way eating yoga, then your servant and sentient beings masters to cherish and serve them. Therefore, eat food. Eat food to live the life to serve sentient beings. And that is the Bodhisattva's eating yoga. And then, so on the basis of that, doesn't mean, you don't think Bodhisattva. No. This is on the basis. Then do tantra yoga. Tantric eating yoga. So, tantra eating yoga is yourself deity. Yourself is one is with Guru deity. One. So Guru deity, 3-1. So every single bite, every single spoon of food, every single drink. Then with that meditation, then it becomes the most powerful because everything is the offering, drink or eat, offering to Guru. So becomes the most powerful way collecting that most powerful purification, purifying the negative karmas collected, obscuration collected from beginners in Buddhism. then after that, so all those heavy negative karmas, then also the collecting most extensive merit. So from the Guru, you see, you also the Guru. So the Guru, the main consideration, the Guru. So you collect the most excellent meditation. So with that meditation, see, you also a good Guru. So then it becomes a quick way to actualize path to enlightenment, as well as the quick way to become to achieve enlightenment to Buddhahood. So the unbelievable then the food that you then become nectar, duty, the medicine, the du is the mara, tea is medicine. So the main one is the Kerala, the higher tantra, the non-dual emptiness, that duty, the main one. Then like atom a bomb to seize as quick as possible the dualist mind and dualist view on like that, the obscuration, on the quickest way. So it becomes good. So I'm use the quotation and. So otherwise, because if it is a three-person mind, then even it becomes poison, becomes a poison to be born poison to be born in the lower realm. So it becomes everything. So then this way it becomes the duty nectar. So achieving enlightenment the quickest. So here, due to from tantra text, kanshi junse tajunam ngowa chinen sawacha. When you eat food, drink, when you eat small when you eat even small food, drink, then dedicate and eat. Who yogis who does this? Yogis who does this practice, who enjoys, yogis who enjoy this way, it doesn't become coming debts. You don't have coming debts to pay back. You don't have coming debts. So for example, field nomads, for example, New Zealand, when I was there, so many rabbits, come to eat the crops and they destroy the crops, and there are different animals. I'm thinking not only rabbits, but the different animals come to eat the crops. So that's common. That you also in the past, you have connection of them. You use them to eat something other to it was they bumped in the past. So you have a common death. So therefore, then when you come as common death is not paid, then this is what happens. Some therapists come here eating your crops, and some worms eating crops, or some the different animals coming, mouse, or the different animals coming to eat crops, or coming to eat, the different things. Yeah, even the mouse eating eating even the mouse or ants or whatever, eating things in the house, all the coming deaths, all this. So like for example, Taichung, DC, and there's a tick, what do you call it? Ticks. Eating wood. Termites, yeah. So the altar, the wood walls around the altar, the termites, eating wood. So some years. So now they change. So there's a coming death. So there's a reason for that. Why they're here, why they're there, eating wood and the coming death. So we owe them. So didn't become that before, didn't purify karma, so that's what happened. So then I said I didn't want to kill them. You take the wood and put in the forest, don't kill them. So this the idea is not kill them, so this was first done. So now finished. So I did it like that. All those comments. So doesn't so polente I'm enjoying. So if you do like that, if you enjoy yogi who enjoyed this way, then never become coming dead. Coming dead. So you see, you dedicate for something. So it doesn't become dead. So domjungles, hasum laso tamdare kalde seden tungjuna tenye tugyur tezume maju wonder damage. So domjung is tandre sex domjung. Hasum laso tamdare. So, being devoid of three devas, deities, being devoid of the three deities. So I'm not quite sure the three deities. So one is your subdivision deity, Guru deity, the one. Then one is the whom you may offering the deity. Then maybe visualize the food and the nectar, tantra nectar. Yeah, might be. So three, being divided of three deity, so forth. If one who has attachment drinks, then without doubt it becomes poison. So this poison is something obscures the mind. You can't generate, difficult to become general realization, but the path to nirvana, not only nirvana, path to the enlightenment. So then get reborn in the lower realm and the hell realms. So it's not like Western pollution in the sky from the cars and from the gas and in the sky. Not on that. But it's a pollution of mind. So pollution of mind. Can they say that to you? And if having attachment, one who has attachment drinks, then motivation will get attachment. Then to be without doubt, then it becomes poison. Not you want to damage you, and you only achieve tantra realizations. So the Kid Rinpoche, the Lama Zopa was hard to sample. In the oceans of the realization of generation stage. without visualizing yourself deity and without dedicating, then you yourself being devoid of yoga or the deity. If you, with attachment, you would do eating, drink session that's the long jhana. So with the craving for the attachment, and if you enjoy, as you use food, drink, then would say come the one who with a spoon of food or with the bowl or with a spoon of food with each spoon of drink with each time you drink, with each drink, with each spoon of food, then you get chancing to what then you get deluded, you get deluded vices. With each one, with each drink, with each biting, you get a deluded vice. With deluded vice, opposite to Bodhisattva, that which is opposite, contrary to Bodhisattva. Then for the during the tantra practice in relating tantra, because you have taken initiation, so in the tantra, then you belongs to the 13 rootful. There's 14 rootful, 13. There's 14 rootful tantra, but 13 rootful belong to that part. 13 rootful, which is called bombo, heavy tantric vice. Bombo, you get bombo with each bite, with each drink. You get bombo, heaviness, the tantric vices. You see, then bombo is heavier. Bombo is so much 100,000. It says in the Papangata was a commentary on the succession. It's so much heavier than the bombo is. Each bombo is so much heavier than the Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva, heavier than Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva, the 46 vices, I think. Then that will fall. I think maybe 18 will fall, maybe heavier than 18 will fall. Then that is it. It didn't fall, but it's out there. Then there's then that the negative karma is heavier than the heavier than the 4 root vows. When I break 4 root vows, the killing, stealing, sexual conduct, those sex, or then telling lies. So this heavier than that, heavier than Patimaksha is whole Java. So anyway, so it's very since we have taken the initiation, tantric tantric initiation, so it's very important for the tantric eating yoga, you are self-good thing. Oh, then you make offering to Guru. Then I skip so it was next time. So by keeping the Samaya vow, then you practice listening, reflection, meditation practice on tongue's part. Then, if you do that, then also this so you keep the samaya vow, and then you do the listening, reflection, meditation practice on tongue's part. So this. Then you're keeping the vital, you're keeping the meaning, you're keeping the meaning of you're keeping the meaning of the vitality of the Vajrayana. So there, more saying, so therefore you should keep the meaning of vitality of the Vajrayana. Then at the end, I'm dedicated for sentient being, and the numberless sentient who died for the food. That was the one. Then after that, you do numberless past, present, future marriage college by me. Three-time marriage college by numberless Buddhas. Like I say, sometimes which is merely labeled by the mind, you can go over that. And sometimes which do not exist from its own side, and as I who do not exist from its own side. Achieve the peerless happiness instead of omniscient mind, which do not exist from its own side. Lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from its own side. To that appeals happiness, state of this mind, which do not exist from its own side. Then Bamas alone, who do not exist from its own side. So, the one time another next one you do meal labeled by the mind. May the I who is meal labeled by the mind. It gives the peerless happiness instead of the mind, which is meal labeled by the mind. And lead all the sentiments who are middle level by the mind, and to that peerless happiness, which is middle level by the mind, by myself alone, who is also middle leveled by the mind. So middle leveled and do not exist from inside. It should be the same. It should come to the same point. Then the correct. If you think different, then if you feel like different, then it's correct. So that. So anyway. So the. What's that?
Just after 9:30. 9:30.
Yeah, I remember. Tomorrow what?
Tomorrow is a long life initiation.
Then after
Then more teaching. Maybe. Then there's still program tomorrow afternoon. There's time tomorrow afternoon. There is time tomorrow afternoon.
morning initiation, then
afternoon is
Lama Zopa.
Lama Zopa? Oh, we're doing that. We're doing the song, yes. According to our understanding, the Lama Zopa we do in the morning, while Rinpoche is doing the preparation, and then the salt offering is included as part of the initiation. The salt offering will come at the end of the initiation. But Rinpoche, we can do whatever you think is the best.
I think do the Zen meditation, I think
We did that this morning, I think. The burn meditation, we didn't do that, did we?
what?
The burn meditation. Burn meditation.
So I'll do this part and then start. So I talked about samsara. So as you remember, if our mind is not in the renunciation then what happens is not a meditation, at least effortful meditation, not extra realization, but what happens is then our mind being under the ignorance holding the as true existence, then being under control of that, and then the three-person mantra is then constantly we create samsara, we start samsara, we initiate samsara, we create samsara. 1 day, 1 hour, minute. So, as I mentioned before, so many times we create samsara, we create samsara, begin samsara. So, the thing they are told Tibet lately we start. So, in 1 day, even 1 hour, even 1 minute. So endless. Then you see endless samsara. So you have to suffer all this. Therefore, we need to practice Dharma, the renunciation, to samsara, realizing on the nature of suffering, like like being in the midst of the fire, endless fire. Then there's Bodhisattva view. Then, especially then, antidote is a direct antidote to direct unto samsara, and the root of samsara, the ignorance, and the Timothy about it, that is wisdom realizing emptiness. But we have to correct emptiness, and not what is called emptiness by many different schools. On the person has view emptiness, the more subtle depend arising and this way to realize. So that mistake, so that's become so most unbelievable in our life. In our life, the practice of 3% path, Lamrim, 3% path is the most important than job, money, and anything else in our life. The most important. So, all that. So it's mentioned. Then by the Hada Bodhisattva Thongma Sangpo mentioned this also. Sijun Dewa Tzaze Silva Shin Yuzam Sijun Dewa Tzaze Silva Shin Yuzam Shi Jigbi Chujin Yuzam Sijun Dewa Tzaze Silva Shin Yuzam Shila Jigbi Yuzam Shijin Jigbi Chujin Nama Minju Tabe Kwacho Tundunya Jasilagin so Tongma just Tongma said, the happiness of the three the desired realm, form realm, formless realm, the pleasure of the desired realm, form realm, formless realm. Then soul setting above the earth and then the sky, and down below the earth and above the earth, and then above the ground, and then the sky. But this is a system, I think, maybe it's the person also can easier to think desired and formless. So the happiness of three realms, it's like such a celebration, like the drop which is on the grass, on the tip of the grass, and on the tip of the grass, and the drop, it can be popped anytime, it can drop anytime, it can be dropped there, right on the grass anytime. So like that, so that's celebration. So the happiness of the three realms, it's like exactly like the drop on the tip of the grass. That's celebration. Yudam Shigin, Jigbi Chajin. That's the reason. In a little while. Just there for a while, just there for a short time. So just there for short, but anytime. Generally there for short time. But this can can drop down or can can pop there anytime. So so it's just short time. pumped and perished. The phenomena which is perished. So like that, all the happiness with desire, or us, devas, desire, devas, us, human beings, then all those desire, pretense, all that animals, beings and desire. So all the happiness of the Tyrians. So it's like that. So it's like the drop on the tip of the grass. It's a very short time. Only there for just short time. It can be perished. It is a phenomenon which can be perished. So like that. So mind has to think like that. The happiness of the children. So, Naya Minju, Tabe Kwancho. Therefore, Naya Minju, Tabe Kwancho, Tundunyava, Jasalali. So, therefore, the sublime, the state of liberation that will never change, will never change. To seek the Tundunyava Jasalari, to seek this is the practice of the Bodhisattva. So that's Buddha victory and says the Bodhisattva. So as a say usually but the sun, but here is not talking the physical shape. It's as a Bodhisattva. So who is going to become Buddha? So say. So practice the Bodhisattva. So seeking this sublime state of liberation, order never changes. Order that one is practice of Bodhisattva. So this does not mean lower nirvana. It means enlightenment. It means great nirvana. Enlightenment. That's it. Then also maybe 7 Dalai Lama. I think it could be 7 Dalai Lama. So the 강도 진짜 저도 강도 진짜 세지 강봐. 감수 강도지. 감수 comes to count the nature. Comes to count the nature. Just as come by the three realms. Three realms, desire and formula, wherever you are, but comes to count the nature. Just as you come by, it is a hot red burning iron house. Three realms, wherever you abide, come to counter, wherever you abide, the three realms, wherever you abide. Just as you come by, burning iron house. It's all burning iron house. Means nature is suffering. Burning iron. Now we don't see that like that. But you meditate, you generate renunciation of samsara, but through meditation, or through analytical meditation and fixed meditation. So then you generate renunciation. Then that time you see the samsara, whole desire, formula, all three realms, like nature of suffering, only nature of suffering, and it's like being sent to the fire. So there's hot red burning iron house. You're living in the hot red burning iron house. So wherever you are, wherever you abide. So so ten directions in the iron burning iron house. Wherever you go, 10 directions. Wherever you go, try to run. But you are burned by sufferings. Wherever 10 directions, wherever you go, then you are burned by suffering. So this English sentence is it's so unbelievable suffering. So something really that bothers your that bothers your heart. Really hate. You don't want to be there in Senjing. It's most terrible in Senjing. I do not. I say Nila Senja is an expression. Nila Senja. So most terrible to your heart, your mind. But so means so terrible. But then you have this in your appearance. Nila Senja, Ranga Nantu Tube. Nila Senja, Ranga Nantu Tube. So most unbearable, awful thing. But Ranga Nantu Tube. But this is what this is what appears to you now. This is how it appears to you now. How it appears now. Dendra Chambe. Name Dendra Chambe. So, wandering in such Dendra Chambe. Just don't remember. Wandering in such bad place, wandering in such bad place, so they are totally burning on ground, hot red. So totally that nature of suffering. Totally. So the see. So, so your vision wandering such, such suffering. So, so this way of this way of appearance, now to this way of appearance is something very sad. I think by seventh Dalai Lama, the quotation mentioned. Also, he mentioned seventh Dalai Lama mentioned Zengenji Kawe like the sack filled with the dirty ingredients. So jalba is a sack. Sack filled with the dirty ingredients. Like that, look at your look at you like that, look at you look at your body like your look at your body like load. You look at your body like carrying load. Like so heavy, no pleasure, so heavy load, painful. So this, what is saying, seventh Dalai Lama? So you carry this body. So this is like sack, filled with the dirty ingredients. Nagarjuna says 32 dirty 32 impurities. What contains the body? 32 ingredients. Nagarjuna says, so this is like sack. We're carrying this body all the time. So carrying this body all the time, this body all the time is like carrying a big sack, heavy load, big sack filled with the dirty ingredients, kaka, and also with the passing blood and so dirty ingredients, full of dirty ingredients carrying. So this carrying this body, So look at this as a carrying heavy load. There was some little quantity. Some little quantity. Saksiji Pumbo Dilechum. So, total exact words I don't remember. So, sufferings, what you've been experiencing in the past, means from beginningless rebirth. Beginningless rebirth, what you've been experiencing, suffering. Came from this Saksiji Pumbo Dilechum. Came what you have been experiencing, what sufferings, what you experience, what you've been experiencing in the past. It's from beginningless rebirth. So, came from these contaminated aggregates. Saksiji Pumbo Dilechum. Came from this contaminated aggregate, contaminated the seed of delusion. The contaminated aggregates came from this, what you carry now, the contaminated aggregates. Tadula Jendu Matawa, Tadula Jendu Matawa. Puna didn't get to say, Tadula Jendu Matawa. Now, what you should now? What you should now? Tadula Jendu Matawas. Don't look at your suffering as an ornament. Beauty, you know? Don't look at your suffering as an ornament. You turn your backwards to this puna, to this aggregates. From where all the suffering from rises comes. So gives you so much problem. Oh, this body, this aggregate, this aggregate gives you so much problem. So turn your back to this aggregate, to this Chepuna didn't judge so what by the seventh Lama, his own experiences. Then Jidimela said, Jidimela, do that, don't they? Jacodo Lejan Yaneto. Devachi and Dividu. So the samsara, tremendous shortcomings. So the military said, do the dragon and the dragon sound. The dragon, the dragon makes so big sound, Dragon makes so big sound. But it's empty. So big, huge sound, but it's empty. So see, that means the reputations in samsara. People have so much, the old worldly mind, the reputation, wow, that's so difficult to give up. Reputation, well, that's very difficult. So there's one meditator, ascetic monk from Dharma. So he was at Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So he thought I came at Lama Zopa Rinpoche with my dress was not so good color, white, red, but white, doesn't look so nice. He thought, he thought like that. So his only Dalai Lama was coming to Switzerland. So he would need to go to Sudan 3 seasons. So he's from Dhamsa. So he asked me, can I borrow your robes? What? She said, actually your robe is like kind of worn out, this red but kind of white worn out. So worse than his robe color is good. A red, nice color. But I'm thinking my robe better color. So he asked to borrow to wear the and in the front of his furnace. He said, I thought your robe was, kind of whitish, also, red, but it's worn out. But that didn't happen. That's why I think maybe at the end he saw different. My robe, not exactly what I thought. Then to wear in front of his furnace. So like that. No, reputation is very not easy to give up. Not easy to give up. That is of course that is just outside sure, but it's not from the heart. So you see, so anyway, so reputation in the samsara, the reputation like dragon sound do that's a big sound, huge. You're so famous, and you're so famous, so much reputation, but like the dragon sound, that is empty, nothing. So, how much you're famous in the world, like that. The empty. So the rainbow, no matter how much beautiful it is, but it's only for a short time. It disappears. It's only for a short time. So any beautiful thing, beautiful body, beautiful anything, it's a beautiful car, beautiful house, beautiful flower, and just short time, just like rainbow, doesn't last. So the natural impermanence, meditation, the natural impermanence. So beautiful, but disappears. Doesn't last. So all the rest is samsara, any beautiful whatever it doesn't last. So one has to. So therefore, if you think impermanent, natural impermanent, then you're trying to get attached. You're trying to get attached to that. Then when one doesn't last, when it goes away, it doesn't affect you. You are totally in peace, happiness. So it doesn't disturb you. So then so people who have so much sense pleasure, the rich people, human beings, and the millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, try to get whatever, or try to get comfort, whatever you can get in the world. Whatever you can get in the world, try to get comfort. So in devas, so comparing devas, human being, billionaires, trillionaires, whatever, nothing. It's very poor compared to devas. Devas look is very poor. So devas are unbelievable, most unbelievable. The comfort and sense pleasure. So anyway, so then like in the Nagarjuna say in the Rinchichangwa, within the speech, shedding. Related to the friends, yeah, mentioned. There was, the Khasa embracing the Khasa, the goddesses, and all the sense, all the very high sense pleasures, all the comfort. Then it talks about the result. What after experience that, then goes down in the hell, and then you try to climb the Shamari Tongbo, a tree which has kind of thorn or knife or thorn goes through your body. You're trying to climb. Your loved one calling you from above the tree. Then you're trying to go up. Then the tree becomes a thorn and goes through your body. Shamari Tongbo. So unbelievable. Then even after you climb the top, then your loved one is calling from down below. So then I get trees before like this. Now when you come down, then you become like this. Again, go through the body. So sense pleasure, you see, there was so much sense pleasure. Then the result, Lord, the next, with the moderation attachment. So, then of this comfort is simply, and then the result, the Lord held him, discarded all the sufferings. So, amazing. That's a very good. That's very good one if you want meditate on details suffering of samsara. To use that book, to meditate on that, to use that book, writing to friends. That's very good to use that book. So then they watch and DVD. So how much greater those millionaire, billionaires, whatever the rich people, so much comfort. How much greater comfort there is? More negative karma. Then they watch the great you. So much creating so much negative karma. How much is greater sense pleasure there is, greater negative karma. So then they watching the great you. So that's what happens. The suras. So the unbelievable sense pleasure for done with the attachment. So the result is like that. Then they watching the we do. So I mean, the Minerva said, or the Minerva said, or the seven Lama. I'm not too sure. Perhaps maybe Minerva. Satanya did that. Minjang Dobo the Jang Dawne. Satanya did that. Minjang Dobo the Jang Dawne. Satanya did that. Always you wish to not separate. Always to not separate the kata satsang. The relation of the one husband. Relation satsang did to that. So even you are always even you wish if you wish, always company, always with together, always company without separation. The relationship, the husband-wife, in satsang. But it's definite to separate from the karma. No matter how much you don't want, always want to be with him. The relationship, my husband. But satsang yidin, satsang midan draw they can draw. This is what you wish, but definitely to separate from. So, the Tibet Dharma twice. First you meet, then end up with separation. So that's another one. You meet the Tibet Dharma, and then at the end separate. So this like that. So and then you have to die. The other person die. You have to die. Also that. So separation. Sangpa Dero Sudado, Mijan Dubuta Jan Dawan. It's a good place. Sangpa the good house, good bedding, good house. You always want to be there. You wish always to be there. Without separation. But but it's definite to separate from. So definite to leave, definite to go away. Someone never to the million definite, to go away from this bedding, from this wonderful comfortable place. How much you have wished to be there without separation, but definitely to go away from this. So even also death, and that's miserable. Did you launch it? Did I put out Did you launch it? Did I put the happiness, the enjoyment, the happiness? You always want to enjoy without separation from the enjoyment, the happiness. You always wish to enjoy without separation, but it's definite, to give up, to leave, Dawn has to give up. It's definite to give up. You have no choice. So first you have, then it ends up. You have to leave everything when you die, especially. Then you So truly, when you die, you can't carry even material size of hair, maybe even needles, that you can carry with you. So if you practice Dharma, if you have realization, if you practice Dharma, you get marriage. So something helps your future life, and then eventually go to enlightenment, liberation, go to enlightenment. So I think Milarepa or 7 Dalai Lama. Other than that, they here mentioned what's the English? So here. I will have to. Please bless me to see that independence upon that. Even though I achieve merely the higher birth of the devil or human, I will have to experience suffering endlessly in this samsara, because being under the control of unabandoned, disturbing thought obscurations, and therefore by reflecting well upon the way of circling in samsara, be able to follow continuously day and night the path of the 3 types of precious training, which is the principal method liberating from that samsara. Next, please bless me to see that, independence upon that, even if I achieve mere liberation, there is no sentient beings of these 6 types that has not been my father and mother. And therefore, thinking to fulfill their purpose, may I be able to reverse the mind seeking the raw happiness nirvana, and by equalizing and exchanging myself for others, generate the precious mind of enlightenment, Bodhicitta, and follow the conduct of the conqueror's children, Bodhisattva, the Sikamada, and so on. This is the graduated path of the great capable being. Please grant me blessings that by have trained the mind in the common path like this, even experiencing the suffering of samsara for a long time will not upset me. But by regarding sentient beings with the extraordinary unbearable compassion, be able to enter a quick path of the Vajrayana teachings, and protecting the vows and samaya more than my life. Quickly complete the unified Vajrayana state in only one brief life of this degenerated time. And in this this is the great part of the secret mantra Vajrayana vehicle of the greatest capable being. So I think, maybe some, Okay, all right. Joshin. Ati Sangye The past, present, future marriage collected by me, future marriage collected by numberless entities, numberless Buddhas. May the bodhicitta, source of all the happiness, successful, false, and being, may it be generated in the heart of all the six realms sentient beings, particularly in the heart of the in everyone in this world. Then everyone in the class, students heard heart and center benefactors, as well as in the heart of the voluntary ones and those who rely upon me, whose name is given to me to pray for, or whom I promise to pray for. Then all of us here, all the family members, all our family members as well. So to generate bodhicitta without delay. Second, and that which energy in others may be increased. Semtrachu Tony Tawa Rinpoche Moje Bana Juju Jeva Nyamba Meba Yigoni Gundu Bewa Shu Tawa Rinpoche Maje Bana Juju Jeva Nyamba Meba Yigoni Gundu Bewa Teach all the past, present, future marriage collected by me, two-time marriage collected by numberless sentient numberless Buddhas. May His Holiness have them stable life and our samsara, and may His Holiness have stable life. All the holy we should be succeeding immediately. Kanshi Rave Gurve Shingama Andi Penda Andewa Maru Jumene Chere Sewa Dinjin Jazui Shabe Sedi Badu Denyo Soyando Jobe Che Zande Kaje China Bemon Jazo So Gombo Jeresa, Saja Jave Janga Ganja, Yonzo Jaja Mola Ganja, the Sandan Nuto Javaz, Nando Junior Zama, Mari, Chana Bema Jilla, Janda, Ninga, Tame, the Gajan, Javerania, Kazanja Jaza, doesn't show, Major Jave Jilla, doesn't Jelua, maybe Damba, Danda, Nanda Mamban Ego Juju Then all the past, present, future, marriage, collective, marriage, collective, numberless, numberless Buddhas. Then in all our lives, Lama Tsongkhapa bring mind direct to Guru and never separate away from the path that admired by all the Buddhas. That means achieving enlightenment, like Buddha, like Narayana, like Lama Tsongkhapa. That's great person. Chara Gundu Java Zunga Veteju Lamza Denye Lagaja Zaya Dawa Manju. Namda Tame Jimdan de Laje Jasi Jave Nindu Jedazo Jugurinyana Juj Laza Jaya Danda Javara. Then all the lifetimes to be like all the Lama Tsongkhapa to the extent of benefits to the sentient being and the teaching of the Buddha. So that and may the world to be may the world be generated bodhicitta in everyone's heart, and may the dangers of war, famine, disease, and torture and poverty, and dangers of fire, water. Nowadays, California, always happens fire around this area, California especially, and then. So always danger that. So the seven the fire dangers happen now. Quite big fire dangers 7 times. So then then kind of the stop the dangers of war or other things, and then stop the dangers of fire, water, air, earth, to never happen the disease. I mean the four noble truths. What is it? Now the mouth there is no control. So what did it say? What did it say? May the dangers of fire, water, air, earthquakes be pacified immediately, and may the perfect peace, happiness be prevailed in all over the world. May everybody become fortunate to actualize realization of Lamrim. Lama Lama Chigo Jindawa Kodam Gude Zeta Shingamada Cheja Zenja Sambo Jindawa Tanda Konada Suju Chala Teji Soa Tabe Tudaso Kantu Neve Sajuda Neda Omo Tase Shiva Tajoda Tashe Bewa Zetu Pandela me namba tawa la geja tanya lo da me je jinde le ba towa mogu jala me jila tawa ju. Then the first verse from the 8 verses. To cherish the sentence being so this is the most precious, the most dear, most kind, and wishful. You're wishful. Tani semje tamje la yije no le la be tenjo truve samba ye tato jeva jemba. Then success all the aberrant departures, especially building large statue of the Medjay Buddha and Pema Sambho Sobot in the world to be success. That's the numberless sentence banks, not only by building statue, by seeing, by circumambulating, by making offering, by meditation, so that made purify the development collected from beginningless rebirth and generate extensive merit and generate gradual path to enlightenment and spiritual Buddhism. And may bring perfect peace, happiness in this world by us. Bela toa maga hije noa basa semje rewa gonzebe samba drive tashi jo bedan toa maga hije noa basa semje rewa gonzebe samba drive tashi jo bedan toa maga hije noa Sanje Rawa Gunta Basamba did all the past best vision is collected by me. Teach I made is collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas. Due to all the past persecution, marriage, clergymen, Chira marriage, clergymen, numberless intermediate, numberless Buddhas, that which do not exist from the own side. May I ask them, with the eye who's empty, permanent side, achieve the peerless happiness of this mind, which is empty, permanent side. By myself alone, who is also empty, permanent side. Jambu Bawe Jita Jamba Dagunda Sambo Dia Dagunje Jetun Daro Jinkewa Dida Tamjira Dumu Jebe Jawa Tamje Jangwa Gara Jujun Daga Gare Zawa Jujun Jasambo Jujira Dumo Shiji Jabo Zunga Mechuja Namba Beva Kaya Dhamma Jiva Dhamma Amar Chumde Jinja Wanda Jamaya Davazo Sanja Namana Duji Javara Jazora Janjo Samba Samba Jumunda Sambara Nadam Ziva was in there swam to the Zamagaza Tadam is Jiva was in the swam to the Zamagaza Tadam Thank you very much. Good night.